It was May 2022 and Oleksandr Ivantsov was trapped. Russians captured the city of Mariupol. The Azovstal steel plant, a small island region, remained under Ukrainian control. For weeks, Ivantsov and his fellow soldiers had been living in a network of underground bunkers shared with several civilians. Now this terrible underground existence was coming to an end. The complex's food stocks were exhausted. Russians were falling constantly. Vladimir Putin had ordered a blockade so tight that not even a fly could pass through. The Ukrainian garrison of 2,500 service personnel, some seriously wounded, had reluctantly agreed to surrender under pressure from Kiev. The alternative was certain death. While his battalion was preparing to enter Russian captivity, Ivantsov came up with an extraordinary plan. "I decided to hide," he said. Rather than surrender, he would disappear and try his luck in the hope that he could somehow make it back to Ukrainian-controlled territory, miles away. "I put the probability of success at 1 in 1,000, the 29-year-old admitted. "Everyone thought I was crazy," he explained. "I realized that the Russians would consider me a traitor. That meant my treatment would be worse." Ivanstov grew up in the city of Luhansk in eastern Ukraine, close to the Russian border. A pro-Ukrainian activist, he was involved in Russia's secret invasion of the Donbas region in 2014. A precursor to a full-scale invasion starting 2022. He ran away on it. He continued, "Our commander said that conditions would be good. I read about Soviet gulags. I knew the prison system in Russia would be harsher." On May 16, 2022, Ivantsov and another soldier decided to stay behind. They explored plant and found a hiding place at the end of tunnel that could be reached by crawling. They filled it with items such as an old mattress, sardine tins, tea and coffee bags and 15 bottles of hand sanitizer. It can be used as fuel. It burned without emitting smoke or odor. Ivantsov and another soldier are in a damaged tunnel. Members of the Azov brigade gave him watch with a compass and flashlight. 3 days later, on May 19, the last group of soldiers left the area. "My commander shook my hand and wished me luck." The other soldier, who agreed to hide, changed his mind at last minute and joined the troops that came to surface. Ivantsov was alone. He moved towards the underground hole. The next day he heard ghostly footsteps coming from somewhere above. The Russians came and were searching the factory. His idea was to stay underground for 10 days. But a week later, feeling increasingly unwell and suffering from diarrhoea, he decided it was time to leave. Ivantsov with his company from the 1st Azov battalion in the ruins of Azovstal. On the evening of May 26, Ivantsov went out into the darkness. There was a starry sky, and around it were ruined steel mills and the pulverized left bank of Mariupol. "From now on, they will gradually relax," he said. In the distance, enemy soldiers